Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and today I'm joined by Angel
Hello.
and Eric.
Still Team Sheila.
Hey, I don't mind that.
We're back for some more Sheila Carter and her first run on The Young and the Restless. Today we're talking about November 1st to around the 15th, 1991.
Oh.
So I'll roll the credits and we'll jump into it. Still Team Sheila, really?
Whatever, anything that Sheila does to Lauren, Lauren deserves right now.
All right.
It's Lauren's fault because of everything that we're going to talk about. Get into it.
So I feel like maybe we missed a few things, not too much, because we were able to follow, but we pick up with Lauren telling Paul that Scott is leaving town. I feel like we didn't see that conversation happen, right? Or
I think we did.
Did it happen last time?
I think it did last time, yeah.
All right, it's been a while since we watched it. I forgot.
Yeah, because he couldn't get the funds, remember? So then
I knew that because I knew she went to her old boss, who apparently she has a past with, and blackmailed him into getting Scott the job.
Yeah, so they
were leaving town. The same name as somebody else, the old boss.
Did she say Doug?
She did say Doug.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Doug Davidson. That's why.
So Lauren is freaking out that Scott's leaving town because, Lauren, I don't know. I guess she just wants everybody to love her. And so she needs all her men in town to fawn over her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I want all the men. Every single man. All the men, including Brad, who we see today.
But also there's the fact that she thinks that her baby is Scott's baby, which is true, but not the baby that she actually has in her possession.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, girl. Not your baby.
So I was confused by these blood tests. We saw him take blood from the baby that's not his, and it matched with him.
No.
Whatever test results he got back were matched, so now he's waiting on another test to come back.
Right. It's like whatever that part is, so that part is matched, but the next part won't match, obviously, because it's not his baby.
I think it was a blood type that matched.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was the blood type.
He seemed pretty confident because that was a match that he was right that this is his baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
the other one was officially proven. Right.
Sheila goes to visit her mama. She's her mama when she's not angry. It's mother when she's angry.
Yeah, she's still angry.
She tells the speech therapist that she won't be needing her anymore because they're going to be moving to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Molly.
Yeah. And then when she's gone, she's like, there's no use trying to speak. She's like, you're never going to speak again.
I'm tired of your mumbling, mother.
Mother, shut up.
Poor Molly.
Poor Molly.
Stop looking at me like that.
It's such a one-sided conversation, but she's arguing with her.
I know. What?
She's just like, oh, you always have to piss me off, mother. She's not saying anything.
Right. Oh my God.
So Sheila's all happy. She's getting ready. I think this is where she tells him about Doug. She's like, yeah, the one that you said was taking advantage of me. Well, now the tables are turned and I'm taking advantage of him.
Yeah.
So a little insight to what happened in her past.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now.
Maybe assumed because it's Sheila. So Lauren has her baby, Dylan, which is always throws me because I think about Dylan McAvoy.
Right, me too.
Is with the babysitter, and she's like, "Oh, the baby has sniffles," and she's like, "Yeah, babies have sniffles." But then later on, the baby has a fever spike, and so Lauren rushes to the emergency room. She calls his pediatrician, I guess, and says to go into the emergency room. And the baby fever just continues to spike. It's at 104 for a while, and then Lauren's like, "Oh, I feel like he's getting cooler." And then she's like, and he looks like he's getting color back in his face. Meanwhile, no, it's actually going higher.
Yeah, it was 105. I was like, holy shit.
What's wrong with this baby?
I
Is he
know.
like meningitis or something? Like,
yeah, I had meningitis, baby.
Is that what it is? Meningitis? Can it give a fever?
Yeah,
It is a meningitis because that's a disease that I associate with a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, maybe pneumonia? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, before all this baby drama happens, Lauren decides to take it into her own hands and go to Brad, who apparently is running the Fenmore Foundation, which does research in cardiology. And she wanted to have them do research on, what was it they were looking for? Nerves? Was it nerve research?
Something with nerves, yeah. Should have been AIDS, but
Brad is like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, well, what's the problem in like doing multiple research projects? So he's like, okay. He's like, most of the board will probably be on your side. So he's like, you would just have to do the paperwork to make it official. So she's like, great. So now she has a reason for Scott to stay in town.
Because she wants all her men in town, everybody.
Meanwhile, Sheila already has the movers at the apartment.
Yeah, she gets a lot of movers.
This is why I'm Team Sheila. Like Lauren deserves anything she gets from Sheila now after this shit.
Why?
Want to go back to the 80s?
Lauren kept them in town. What do you mean why? Lauren kept them in town.
Specifically towards Sheila, like Lauren doesn't deserve any of this.
It's her comeuppance.
It's her comeuppance for. It's her karma for the 80s.
For the 80s, yes.
Yeah.
Want to roll the tape back to the 80s? Tracy bullies. That's our Lauren bullies Tracy.
Lauren is not nice. And she's not nice during this either. She just doesn't like Sheila, and that's why she's doing this shit. She even says it.
Yeah. I mean,
she's like,
she has a reason.
I wish I were there to see her face. Like, no, you asshole. You get everything you deserve. You deserve to get kidnapped and brought to a cabin and whatever happens.
I don't agree.
Molly doesn't, but
I don't agree. This nurse literally seduced her husband and got pregnant and stole him from her. Like, I don't agree that.
But at the same time, she was thinking about Paul.
Right.
True. And Brad.
Team Sheila.
And Brad.
Team Sheila. Team Sheila.
Like
I'm seeing things from Eric's point of perspective now.
Eric's like killer, burner in the fire.
Yeah, like, she gets you're keeping the psycho in town, so good luck with that. That's what I say. Good luck.
Well, she doesn't know the lengths Sheila will go to.
Well, she gonna find out because you're an idiot, and that's what you get.
I will say it was a nice reprieve from Lauren constantly visiting Maggie and trying to get information.
Yeah,
it annoys me how obsessed she is with Maggie.
Molly.
Why do I say Maggie? Molly.
Probably were watching 1996 Bold and Beautiful. That's why.
I was actually. Wow.
There's Maggies everywhere.
There's Maggies.
Did you guys catch the opening credits? I thought it was all classed up. We got Drew in a dress instead of her like random braids.
Little picnic. Right? Yeah. We got her in a dress. We got her good.
Danny's in a tux. He's not like.
Yeah, he looks so handsome.
And then
Nikki did the head turn.
The head turn, and then
yeah,
she like the faces in the credits. I love that.
I was waiting.
Everybody was very elegant like that.
Looking. Everybody was really dressed up and elegant looking, and I was waiting for like the last shots to just be Brad with his shirt open. But it wasn't always small, and I was like, all right, they classed it up a little bit.
We got to do credits like that in the future.
So what else happened? Oh, so Sheila found out, right, that Lauren got this position for him because she came home to Scott being so excited that they don't have to move. So now Sheila's pissed.
Sheila is PO'd. Pissed off.
He's like, I took care of the situation with the doctor. She's like, what do you mean you took care of it? Like, I did everything I could to get you this position. And he's like, no, I called him. Everything was cool. Like, he was cool with it.
So then she goes to see her mother again. And she tells the nurse that they're staying, but they won't be needing her services anymore. Privately, she tells her mother, "You're never going to talk again, so just stop." And she's like,
Stop your
Bobby,
babbling.
Bobby."
Bobby,
She's
Bobby.
pretty much just barking, Bobby, 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 Bobby. But so my question: why does Sheila have a key to this door at this facility that she could lock her in?
Right? I was confused too. And what's she gonna do? Lock her in? Like, I'm so confused. Like, somebody can get in. There are probably other keys.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Unless
don't
she
know.
took her key and we didn't see it. Like, I don't know. I don't
Maybe,
know. It's weird.
but
Mm.
I'm sure there's a master key that if they had to get in
Yeah.
there, somebody would get in there.
Right.
I guess maybe to stop Lauren if she just like does a drive by, she'd lock her in there.
Yeah.
But after she leaves, she's still saying Bobby, Bobby, and then she starts to say Bay, 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 and then she says
Hey,
baby, and then she can't stop saying baby. She's like baby, baby, baby.
And
baby,
she
baby.
smiles because she's able to say the word that she's been trying to say.
Right.
Yes.
So finally, some movement there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Poor
um,
Molly.
Still nothing about this birthmark.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
But we
It's
are.
coming
Well,
soon. It's coming. I
I'm
know. I
thinking
have
it
a.
might be coming soon because, like, the part with the baby getting sick, with Dylan getting sick,
Yeah.
and I think Dylan's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
have a
And I
feeling.
think
spoiler. Because I
that's where
remember
it's
seeing,
gonna.
like, I remember reading up on this story years ago, and I remember hearing about that.
I never read up on it, but I just have a feeling that's the direction they're going.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, it doesn't sound good.
I mean,
But I think
Sheila's leaving in May, so maybe the last few months she's just gonna go batshit crazy and do like off the wall shit.
I'm just
We're in November,
wondering.
right?
Oh, sorry, my cat's crawling all over me. Um, I was thinking it has to do with, yeah, like the baby Dylan will die, and then like somehow it's going to get brought up about the birthmark. Like Lauren might say it or something, and she'll get wind of it because that's the only thing I could think of. But yeah, I just don't know how you're
Well,
gonna like. I don't know how you're gonna cut it off and be like, oh, he just got hurt. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see.
And
I
yeah,
don't
and
know
like a
what's
scar.
worse. I don't know what's worse: getting blood out of a baby or getting rid of a birthmark. I think
Getting
they're
rid of a
equally
birthmark.
sad to me because it both
No.
involves harming a baby in some way to me.
No, a needle is way different. Getting blood is way different than cutting something off
Yeah,
of
but he did
TV.
it like under the table. He not under the table, like without consent of the parent.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but he didn't physically hurt the child like she's going to.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about
I'll get rid of the birthmark.
when they aged Scott to an adult like 6 years ago. I was just thinking it would have been funny if he like mentioned, "Oh, I have this scar from when I was a baby,"
Yeah, right.
or if Sharon was like, "What's the scar?" and he's just like, "Oh, I had a birthmark there," just like a
It's
nod
just
to it.
it is funny that we haven't heard about the birthmark for like I guess months at this point, right? Wasn't it
Mhm.
like March, April when we covered that? Like I thought it
Yeah,
was gonna
when we
happen.
first found out about it, nobody would shut up about it.
Yeah, no one
Right.
shut up about
Now
it.
all of it, unless we're missing like those key episodes where they're mentioning it, but besides that, I don't know.
I don't know. So we still have half of November sweeps. I wonder if anything crazy is going to happen, or if
Yeah.
this was like the peak, her being able to say baby. Um,
Yeah.
Maybe the birthmark thing will happen in February
Oh, February sweeps. Yeah.
because we know May is the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn was on. We got to see Lynn.
How'd
She
you feel
went to
about
the
Lynn?
hospital. Huh?
How'd you feel about Lynn? I felt like she was very comforting.
Yeah, I thought
Mm.
so. I thought so. Like she was nice and Lauren handled it well. I thought she was gonna be bitchy, but she wasn't.
I was waiting. I was like, "Don't you dare be bitchy to Lynn.
Oh,
She's
don't
being
be
nice to
bitchy.
you
I
right now."
know.
Lynn's being
She's
nice.
being
Come on,
nice
Lauren.
right
Come on,
now.
Lauren. Do not do this to Lynn. Okay, good, good.
And I was
Hey,
like,
and
"Is
for
Lynn
you
gonna
guys to
hug
think
her or be
that,
like, there, pat her on the back or something?"
and for you guys to think that, that means Lauren's a bitch. So she
Yes.
deserves what she gets.
Well, you remember my rant from like about 2 or 3 videos ago about her being a bitch to Lynn. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Scott is now like putting himself involved in this baby's case,
mm.
and I was thinking, I was like, "Well, if this baby dies," I was like, and he thinks it's his baby, which he's obviously gonna find out it's not.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is he gonna be like distraught?" And he'll be like, "Why are you so distraught?" And then I was thinking about Paul, and I'm like, Paul better like work himself up to make him look like
We're
he's so
so
upset that
put
his
those
child.
tears in his eyes, Paul. Come on, Paul, do it.
I mean, we know Doug Davidson could do it.
Yeah.
I do.
But
What's his name? Ricky!
I have a quote from Sheila. She says to Molly at one point, "Don't give me your accusing looks, mother."
Mother.
that was when she was like fighting with herself.
So funny.
She's like, "Oh, don't you give me those accusing looks. I'm so sick of you."
I can't wait to see how like her and her mother get along in the future.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that evolves.
Yeah,
How do you come back from this?
right? Seriously. Remember when you tormented me in the whatever the facility and all that? Like I'd be like, I wouldn't talk to her anymore if I were the mother.
Right.
I mean, she was talking in May, so I'm sure she has a short way to go. So
Yeah.
When she was trying to speak and Sheila was like, you'll never speak again, I was waiting for her to be like, bitch.
Right?
I was like, please say something to like piss her off.
Seriously.
Was there anything I missed you guys wanted to mention?
No, I think we covered everything.
This was
It's entertaining.
an entertaining hour of clips.
But just think of how long that's why like YNR with their storytelling is so long. Like this was an hour of clips. And I'm like, and this plays over what, 15 episodes?
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, or what? Yeah, 10 episodes. But
yeah,
it's so slow moving.
I know. I know. We're watching it at an accelerated pace, and it's still slow.
Yeah,
right. For us to cover it in less than 20 minutes.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Sheila Carter's Beginnings. As always, you can find us on all the socials and on Patreon for exclusive content at Queers and Soaps. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays. Bye.